there needs to be a top-down approach to this. It needs to come from the provost, out of the office of the provost, so that it carries some weight for what people are going to need to do in the classroom. And so I had a meeting with our VP of the Compliance, Diversity, and Ethics Office, set up a meeting with the provost, and the provost agreed to basically send out that letter which highlighted these are the units you need to talk to, and this is what we're going to ask that you do. And it was nice because it went out at the beginning of the year, when faculty members are receiving all kinds of communications at that time, but they will look at things that come out of the provost's office. So that kind of gave us a lot of that gave us a leg up in terms of saying, when we went to academic units, when we went to work with other partnering units, to say this is the top-down approach that's being supported. So let's kind of start our discussion from there. Another thing that happened was our VP organized a meeting with the deans and directors. And from there, one of the issues that was identified from the committee was there are situations at times where a student was not provided with the accommodations that they needed, or the accommodations weren't as effective for one reason or another, whether the faculty member hadn't done what they needed to do or information hadn't been communicated properly. And for that reason, if you go to the academic unit and say, I need to do this, or you go to the faculty member and say, I need you to convert your Word documents into this, or add descriptions to your images and blah, 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 and the faculty members say no, then you kind of had no recourse. Where did you go? If you would go to the chair and the chair said no, then okay, where do I go next? And if you go to the assistant dean or the dean or whatever, part of that is you risk, people were kind of apprehensive about doing it because, one, you really start to place a microscope on that student, and the student doesn't want any kind of retaliation from the faculty member for that kind of pushback. The deans and the chairs, and I mean, there are different priorities. So I may be coming to them about accessibility, but they may have a 9-to-5 job which says, you know, I'm an adjunct, I'm only getting $1,500 for this entire semester. It's difficult for me to do all of this stuff, so no, I'm not going to do it. And so we needed a way to kind of remediate that problem. And so what we did was we went to the deans and directors and said, we need a person who, individual for each school or college, who is in a leadership role, who essentially is the buck stops with this kind of person. And so in many cases it was either the dean themselves or an associate dean who was identified as having some authority, so that if we went into a situation where we weren't able to work out things with the faculty member or with the department chair, we could go and work with someone specifically in that college or school to say, this is what's going on, can you help us remediate it, without having to go all the way up to the office of the provost to fix those issues.